Hi, I'm Chef Andrew Selz, and in this gourmet seafood cooking segment, we're going to be featuring how to prepare lemon basil shrimp on a skewer. This dish, I feel, is a home run. It can be done indoors, outdoors, year-round, and it's very, very healthy. We see a lot of healthy recipes approaching the marketplace nowadays, and so simply enough, fresh basil, lemon, salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil. Easy to prepare, easy cleanup, and very healthy. But first, let's just start with the marinade. I like to take fresh basil leaves, and we do a term called chiffonade, and I actually roll them up into a little roll, and then we're just going to julienne them very thin, just like so. Now, if you want to have them a little more smaller pieced, what you can do is take your basil and just turn the whole segment the other way, and then go ahead and chop it. You'd never, ever really want to take basil and rough chop it because it will bruise and turn brown. This is a vibrant, healthy dish. The colors really should showcase themselves. So we take a little bit of basil, a little bit of fresh lemon juice, very simple, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of cracked black pepper, oh, the sea salt that I always tell you about, I love the sea salt, and a little bit of olive oil, and that's all there is to it. It's all in the taste of the shrimp. Things like sea bass, shrimp, lobster have such a natural flavor. Let the flavors showcase themselves. So let's go on with the skewers. I like to keep the tail on with the skewers. And I actually like to come through the back and then just turn the shrimp and skewer it on. But the presentation part is very nice when we go the opposite way each time with the shrimp. So now head end, tail end. Doing the same thing again now the opposite way, tail to head, until you get a skewer the size that you feel you'd like to have. At this point, I've already prepared a couple other skewers, so now what we want to do is just put them into some kind of a dish, casserole dish, it doesn't matter, and I'd like you to marinate them for at least 2 hours. But just remember, the more citrus you have, what's going to happen is burning the seafood. So no more than 2 hours, or your seafood's going to end up to be a bit mealy in the cooking process. So from here, we go ahead, we're going to marinate it for about an hour to an hour and a half, and then we'll sear it off. Once your oil is hot, you gently want to sear off the skewers. So one at a time, again, putting the oil to one side so you don't burn yourself. Lay the skewers in from top to bottom. You can smell the fresh basil, pure olive oil. This is absolutely a wonderful, healthy dish. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to sear them on both sides, and then we'll put them in the oven for about 5 minutes. If you cook them at a low temperature, you really do not need to finish them in the oven. And the sauce is just what it is. It's just marinated basil, lemon, olive oil. It doesn't get any better. So what we want to do here, as you see, the shrimp is starting to get pink on one side, and we gently just turn the skewer. Now, if I was doing this outside on the grill, it would be the same process. Nothing's going to change. The shrimp's going to turn pink. You just turn the skewers over. That's all there is to it. In the grill, when you're working with the grill, though, I would want to close the lid and kind of capture the aroma for about 5 minutes or so. But this is it. We'll put this in the oven. We'll take it out in about 5 minutes. Now, taking the shrimp out of the oven, remember, it's only been in the oven for a minute or two. We could have let this finished cooking stovetop, or we could have done it on the grill. If you're going to finish it in the oven, only a minute or two, as we mentioned before. Now, this is a beautiful dish, again, all seasons. I like to have the skewers around the holiday times. I think it's something that can be served as an entree, appetizer, or an hors d'oeuvre. In this particular case, I really think it's outstanding with just a little bit of fresh lemon. Let the basil come out as we showcased it before. And I really recommend a beautiful crisp French champagne with this. Doesn't have to be expensive. This is a great party dish for the holidays. I'm Chef Andrew Selz, and remember, happiness is cooking with flavor.
For these and other great recipe ideas, check out our website,